peoples? It's your boy Rome 300. I'm back again on He Smells Like Rome. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate all you guys for joining me on this very special fragrance video. As you saw in the title, this is my 2019 fragrance purchases. And I gotta tell you, you know how you're purchasing fragrances or being gifted fragrances. I didn't realize that I did pretty good this year. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the most fragrances I've ever either purchased or got as a gift in probably my whole fragrance journey. And I want to say also Merry Christmas to everyone, and I hope everyone is having an amazing 2019 going on into 2020, and Happy New Year to everyone. Hopefully this video will be up before New Year's, but I hope that you guys have an amazing 2020. This 2019 was great in every aspect that I can imagine. From my comedy career all the way to my fragrance reviewing, I've established some good friendships and also just partnerships with amazing companies and just amazing perfumers. So with that said, I'm not going to ramble on too much longer. I just want to show you guys what I purchased in 2019, and I'm going to give you all the fragrances I purchased. I'm going to give you all the fragrances that I purchased, but also I'm going to give you my best fragrances of 2019 also in the same video. So this is going to be a little long video. I ain't going to lie to y'all. This is going to be kind of long. Hopefully I'm not going to make it too long. So I'm going to start it off, and here we go. All right, so early this year, early, roughly around January, I purchased some fragrances from this house that I stumbled upon going into TJ Maxx. I went to TJ Maxx looking for Beverly Hills Polo Club fragrances because it was the one that I smelled, and it smelled amazing. It was called Polo Blaze. It actually smells similar to Harrod from Parfum de Mali for a fraction of the price. So I went there and I sprayed it and I smelled it. I was like, oh, that's amazing, I want that. But the bottle was leaking, so I didn't purchase that. Look over to the left and another fragrance company came upon me, and that is this fragrance right here. This fragrance company called Peaksniff or Peaksniff London or Peaksniff England. I purchased this fragrance. This one is called Professional. I'm gonna be doing a review on this early next year, but this one is a soft leather fragrance, almost suede leather, but a beautiful, beautiful fragrance, which I was surprised that it was, the price was, I think it was like 12 bucks. But that was one of the first purchases that I purchased from TJ Maxx. I was so excited, so blown away by the fragrance. Went back to see if they had any more, and got another fragrance from that company, and that one was called Active. Now, Active is actually my favorite fragrance from the line that I've smelled. I've smelled at least 6 of their fragrances so far. This one is very clean, very soapy, has some citrus characteristics behind it, but very, very soapy, very clean, aldehydes behind it. And I like this. This is a very suit and tie, spring fragrance. If you like the clean, fresh fragrances, I would say Active is something you need to check out. They got a body wash to it, lotion, all that shit to it. But that one is, I had to get it because I was like, let me check out the fragrance. Those are the only two that has really drawn my attention. But an absolute gorgeous fragrance, and I think between 10 to 20 bucks you can get this, depending on where you go. So that was that fragrance. Purchased those two roughly January, February, somewhere around there. Got an email from one of the coolest guys in the fragrance community. His He's also a fragrance perfumer, creator. I hope this isn't distracting. I wanted to put some festive, Christmas vibes in here. You can't see my tree because it's in the corner, but I hope this isn't distracting to anybody. I think it's really cool. Back to what I was saying. So, y'all all know OG. He's one of the, I guess, kind of starters of making fragrances after being a slight reviewer. He's not really a reviewer. I'm not gonna say a reviewer. He talks about what he's selling, and he's from Vegas. And OG has been very kind and generous, and he sent me a 10 ml decant of his fragrance called Scent of Elegance. And this is, if you like Tonka B fragrances, this is a really good one. I still haven't got a full bottle. I think they're like 30 ml bottles because I haven't ran out of this one. I've worn this, pretty much during the fall, but towards the winter I'll be rocking this too. And this is Wise Guys fragrances. Check this stuff out, man. OG they're good, man. Quality stuff. So that's another purchase or gift that I got from OG. Thank you. Appreciate it, homeboy. Definitely do. So, we go back into, not sure what month this was, but I know this was one of the next purchases I got. And ironically, it was from a company that I think is no longer in production, and wound up going to TJ Maxx and wasn't looking for it, but it was in there, and this was Bergamot from Commodity. 30 bucks, and this is like $150 bottle. Smells like bergamot, very fresh, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Lasts about 5 hours, and I couldn't, pass that up. $30 for a bottle for a fragrance that's over $100. Still sad, because they had some quality fragrance. I don't know how the hell they went out of business, but I grabbed it. Glad I got it in my collection. So that is Bergamot from Commodity. Next up, I was, this is more towards probably I'll say, what was it, April or May? There's a fragrance boutique called Ariel Shoshana. They had an event where they were showcasing their new fragrances out, and also had their fragrance from their company was being launched. So I went down there, because it's the closest boutique to me, and as they were talking about their fragrances, they have one of the best notes in the fragrance that I truly love, and it is passion fruit. So they dropped this fragrance. It's called Saturday by Ariel Shoshana. It's their fragrance for that boutique. Like, New York has theirs, Oswald has theirs. All the boutiques have their own signature fragrance. This is their first one, Saturday, and this one is like super intense passion fruit with all these other citrus floral nuances behind it, but a sweet passion fruit fragrance. I got a 20 ml travel spray, and I'm gonna get a full bottle of this. I am. This is absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Look, I just got this. I think it was April, May, and I'm halfway through it already. Halfway through it. But still, I think it's $120 for a 100 ml bottle. Can't beat that. Beautiful fragrance. Next up, I was talking to one of my favorite perfumers in the fragrance game, Vincent. You guys know him from Dream House of Curio. I talk about his fragrances all the time because they are the shit. You can't argue quality. He has a genius mind when it comes to creating fragrances that I just have never smelled before. So he sent me like 7-8 samples, and one of them was this fragrance called Eidolon, and head over heels for it. I said, yo, I can't get it for Christmas, but I'm gonna get it early 2019. And I had the money, bam. And I went, called him up. Less than a week, he sent it to me. Eidolon is, you can check the review out. I got a review of it up already. This is cherry wine, boozy, tobacco, the baddest, the dopest, just any boozy fragrance. If you put this up against, you cannot, there's nothing like this. And I mean, this is a masterpiece of a fragrance. Cherry wine with this overdose of booziness and this tobacco that is so authentic, so realistic that you will fall out of your seat once you smell it. Everybody that has this, that has smelled it from either my review or, you know, other people talking about it, has not said one bad thing about this fragrance. So that's why it is something that I adore and I haven't purchased it. No gift, nothing. Yo, here's 135, 140, whatever it was. I need that. He was so happy that I purchased a fragrance. He gifted me 2 fragrances. And those fragrances were Handsome Devil. I didn't feel like bringing the box out for that one because it was crazy. Handsome Devil, and I don't know how to pronounce this, so I'll just put it up there so you guys see it because I don't want to mess the name up. So, Handsome Devil, in my opinion, is pina colada mixed with bergamot, grapefruit, and slightly boozy margarita. That's my opinion. That's what I smell. A lot of other people say they smell something different, but for me, if you have that mixed up, just watch the review. I don't have to go into all that. Beautiful fragrance. I had to pick that. I was surprised that he gave this to me because I was going to purchase this anyway. But thank you again, Vincent, for these 2. This one, sweet, has a little resinous kind of vibe to it, but also slightly floral. But out of all 3 of these, which is ironic, I've gotten more compliments wearing this fragrance right here. It's called La Bella something. I've gotten more compliments, and it was like almost awkward compliments by either from the age of 25 to 50-year-old women that were hitting on me. I was like, damn, like, is it me or is it the fragrance? This lady came and she was like, she said to me, she said, what is that you got on? Because I want to follow you all day. I had all these errands that I needed to run. I don't want to do it no more. I want to follow wherever you're going because I love the smell. Thank you, I appreciate it. She was joking, obviously, but I think in one day, maybe 5 compliments. And I was like, man, I don't really, like, you know, I don't really trip over the compliments, but it was almost uncomfortable and surprising from the fact that this is considered a female fragrance. It's slightly feminine. But hey, it smells good and I appreciate the gift. Moving right along, we move into the territory of Father's Day, right? So Father's Day coming around and I wanted to get me something and my wife got me something also, right? So I'm in Virginia, I'm at Parfum de France. I went there to literally go get Watercina, and they did not have Watercina. So I wound up getting Duetto. And Duetto was second on my list because it's a spicy rose. I wanted the powdery rose, but this is the only one they had, and it's the original bottle. I didn't want the new bottle that Xerjoff had. No offense, I love Xerjoff, but I wanted the original version. So picked that up. My wife got this for me. We went down there, and I'm very happy about that. So Duetto is in my collection. I didn't stop there. I wanted to get myself something, right? As I'm leaving out of Perfume de France at Tysons Corner, I stumbled upon that they have this fragrance house that is only in New York, and it is Arabian Oud. Went in there, y'all saw the video hopefully if you haven't, and I picked up this oud oil. I think 8 mil, not even 8, I think this is like 6 milliliter oud oil. It is Cambodian oud and something else, and it's a sweet oud. It's sweet, woody, resinous, and animalic, but it is fantastic. Just fantastic. Wasn't expecting to get this, but I said I'm gonna get it. It was like 70, 80 bucks. So Arabian Oud, another fragrance that I got for Father's Day. So didn't stop there. Father's Day, I wasn't playing. I said, you know what? Wife got me this. I haven't really purchased anything for myself that was super expensive that I really wanted, and that's when I said, you know what? I'm going on for it. It's been 3 years I wanted to get this fragrance, and I did. This is from Male Fucini, and this is Eau 93. Now y'all saw the review if you haven't. This is right now my favorite fragrance in my collection. Not a fan of tuberose. Oh, let me correct myself. I wasn't a fan of tuberose. Now, I really enjoy it. If it's done right. I don't want no overly floral fragrance. This is done right. This is tuberose, incense, oud, and tobacco. So, also patchouli. This is a masterpiece. A masterpiece. Look at my face. You see what I'm talking about? Absolutely a masterpiece. So that is the 3 fragrances I got in June. 1 was gift, 2 was purchased, Father's Day gifts. Because I'm a good dad. You know, I'm a good dad. I think I am. Hopefully I'm a good dad. Yeah, ask my kids about it. Alright, so moving right along. Next up, we're in July. I needed something. I had a couple of extra bucks. I said, what can I get? And I'm a real big, fan of Men New York. Not a lot of people like them because they've changed since Olia left. Olia was kind of the spark of Men New York. Who had the place live, and it was inviting. But Men New York has a tendency to get fragrances that most people kind of bypass or don't look at. So called them up, bam, hey, I need a fragrance, which I got. Send me some samples. I'm in their membership club, so they send me samples all the time. And I totally forgot that I wanted this fragrance. I was like, holy shit, I forgot I wanted this. And that fragrance is right here. A little dusty. Let me wipe it off. This is Mazda Bacali. This is Fusion Sacré. Fusion Sacré was honestly the fragrance that I continuously, I just keep overlooking. I kept overlooking. Now, to be honest, I actually like the women's fragrance more, but they had this for such a great price. 120 ml bottle, I could not pass this up at all. This was a gorgeous fragrance. So, I purchased this July from Men New York. I don't know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? I hope that that's in the frame. I'll move it here. Y'all can see it here. Let's move this over slightly so y'all can see the bottles. So that was the first level of fragrances. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 fragrances. All right, so those 12 fragrances. Now let's move these suckers back. And I'll put some more up there so y'all can see. I hope y'all enjoying this list of fragrances that I'm putting up for y'all, because this is fun for me. When I tell you, as a collector of fragrances, as a collector, you never get enough. You never stop enjoying the hunt. You never stop enjoying the search and experiencing new fragrances or new notes that you just couldn't fathom that they were going to smell like this or that. So that's why this journey is always going to be fascinating to me. This hobby is always going to be intriguing to me, because you just never know what you're going to encounter with. You never know what concoction these perfumers are going to create after having the same notes as someone else already had, but just, you know, mixed it in a different way. So that for me is absolutely fantastic. All right, so let's move right along. Next one, Essence Festival came about. My man Joe from Joe Sent Me. We talk a lot on Instagram, and I know he has a fantastic collection. So I hit him up. I said, listen, I know you're going to Essence. Also hit my man up, Mr. Cologne. I knew they were going. And I said, if you can do me a favor, can you get me these bottles from Fragrance Company? Fragrance Company was DFG, and got me the body wash, the lotion, and some samples. So this boozy, this is resin, this is orange peel, this is lemon peel, this has tonka bean in it. It is out of this world, just a bomb-ass fragrance, and I cannot wait to get a full bottle of this. I have the body wash, I have the lotion, and now I'm waiting to get the fragrance. This was gifted to me. They sent this to me, and I was so super excited about this gift. I truly appreciate it, and can't wait to get the fragrance. Another company that I was and still am a fan of, one of my favorite companies in the fragrance community, is Kajal. Mr. Cologne, I asked him to hook me up, and because they were sending me a fragrance. I said, pick that up for me, man. I would appreciate it, because I'm not going to be there. And he was kind enough to bring it back with him, and that is Swajal, or Swalal, Swajal, Swalaj, and that is Swalaj. I hope I'm saying the name right. Middle Eastern vibe with a modern day Oriental twist to it. This is, in my opinion, if you like that Raja Dove fragrance, if you can mix Diaghilev with his very, very expensive $3,500 fragrance, mix those two together and add a slight bit of sweetness to it, a little bit more sweetness to it. This is that, and it blows my mind away how they were able to create this fragrance. Just a wonderful fragrance, and truly appreciate them gifting this to me. So we're into the later part of the year. I think is around August now. I'm in Nordstrom, and I'm bored. So what you go do when you're bored? You go look at and smell fragrances. So I go into Nordstrom and I'm smelling, and I was going to purchase something, I can't remember what it was, and then I wound up smelling this old school barbershop fragrance. And if y'all know me, I'm a barbershop fragrance head. I love those classic barbershop style fragrances. I love them, I do, I can't help it. And this is Paul Sebastian. Paul Sebastian has a superb blend of lavender, oak moss, patchouli, and surprisingly is not a fragrance that smells dated to me. It doesn't, and I adore this fragrance. I have the cologne and I have the aftershave, and it is straight out of the barbershop. Got a haircut and they give you a cool shave and you just do on some aftershave. Imagine that with a heavy dose of lavender oak moss put together. A little smokiness behind this one too, but a fantastic fragrance. And you know, it's funny. I was a little self-conscious when I was like, I hope I don't smell like nobody's granddad. I hope I don't smell like, you know, somebody's, you know, grandpappy. And wearing it, and I'm getting some good, you know, like, yo, where'd you get that from? What's that one? And of course, I'm telling what it is, and they got a little shock. A couple people a little shocked, like, really, that's that? Okay. But all in all, they enjoyed the fragrance. They like how it smelled on me, so I'm pretty sure those guys, they went to go check it out. So going on to September now. September, I'm in TJ Maxx once again. I don't know why I love TJ Maxx. I guess because they have some hidden gems there, right? So I go on to TJ Maxx, and like I said earlier in the video, I was looking for the Beverly Hills Polo Club fragrance. Still didn't have that fragrance. I wound up finding it somewhere else, and now I run across another fragrance from the same company, and this is Polo Club, or Beverly Hills Polo Club. This is Rouge. A sweet, almost, if you could have like a fruit cup or a mixed fruit beverage, maybe like a Hi-C, but a heavy dose in fig. This is what that smells like. So, fruit punch drink with not super heavy, but a good dose of fig note. This came out to be an amazing surprise of how good this smells. So, that's why I picked it up. Sometimes you ain't gotta spend $200, $300 on a fragrance. $9, and it lasts about 7 hours, and it's really, really good smelling fragrance. But summer spring fragrance, absolutely gorgeous. Had to pick it up. Next up came same month, around September. Bored again. I'm in the mall, and I hit up this. It was a kind of a mom and pop fragrance boutique, but they started to pick up some Middle Eastern fragrance that you can't get in the US. So I got this fragrance called Musky Oud from Rihanna, I guess that's how you say it. This right here is incense, rose, oud, and musk. Heavy on the incense, heavy on the incense, heavy on the musk, not so much on the oud, and a balanced spicy rose. I'll be doing a review on this one also. This was a surprisingly good, very good fragrance for under $100. So glad I got that in my collection. Get down to the nitty gritty, right? So now let's go into October, November. On Instagram, and I'm looking for fragrance companies. I'm like, hey, what kind of fragrance companies I want to check out? I want to check out something. I need someone to excite me because I am at this point a little bit underwhelmed by fragrances that I've come across, besides the ones I've purchased. But as a fragrance enthusiast, you know, a month without finding some dope shit, you like, oh, come on, what's up? So I'm just smelling, sampling, ain't nothing popping up until I get on Instagram and I see this house. Hyari. Hyari caught me off guard, and I remember wanting a fragrance from their house called Only for Him. And Cecile Zarokian was one of my favorite perfumers. So of course, I contact them. I say, hey, I want to buy a fragrance from you guys. Can you send me a sample of the fragrances? And it was like, we'll send you a bottle. You ain't gonna turn down a fragrance. So they said they was actually gonna send me another fragrance. That fragrance is called New Oud. And somehow, some way, it got mixed up and they wound up sending me Faham. So I'm a little pissed at first. I'm like, I didn't really ask for that, but beggars can't be choosy, right? So I smell it and I'm like, oh shit, never mind, thank you, I appreciate it. This is gorgeous amber fragrance. Dry amber, sweet. Check the review out, but gorgeous fragrance. They contacted me about 2-3 days later. Our fault, something happened with the distributor. We will still send you on our word, and we'll send you Only for Him. I mean, not Only for Him, New Oud. And 2-3 weeks later, I got that fragrance. So 2 fragrances from a house that I truly think is under the radar. Only for Him is one that I'm gonna purchase. I'm definitely, because that's the one I really wanted. But I had to smell this because this is another tuberose fragrance, and this is made by Cecile. You guys go check out my review if you haven't. The review is, I think, is a really honest and detailed review. But another tuberose mixed with oud, beautiful fragrance. So those 2 fragrances from Hyari, and I'm very happy with those purchases or those gifts. So thank you for those fragrances. All right, so moving right along, we head from, now we're at the end of November. I think if my memory serves me correct. We're at the end of November, and I reach out to still my favorite fragrance house. I mean, it's hard to say that. I mean, it's one of my favorite fragrance houses. It fluctuates or it changes between them, Boadicea, and now one of my new favorite is Male Puccini. So I reached out to Julian Mott. They always are so kind to me. Madalena, Julian, they are some of the best people in the fragrance community, in the fragrance business, and they dropped a new fragrance called Stairway to Heaven. And of course, they always send me samples. I always purchase fragrance from them, but I contact them. They were like, we already sent it to you, man, and it'll be there in a couple of days. We already sent it. So we're here. 10 mil travel spray just to kind of get familiar with the fragrance. And this is, in my opinion, a superb fragrance for the spring. It's cool, it's airy, it's has this kind of cloud, slight small bit of powderiness going on, but all in all, a fantastic release from Julian Mott. So, Stairway to Heaven. Now we shift into December, right? December comes, and why does my dog always do that? Empress always does that. She's over there sitting in the house. Every time I shoot a video, she's either going to whine or do that shit. Okay, whatever. So, December comes, and this is crazy to me. Clive Christian. And when I tell you they never do this, they never do this. I have 1X and 17. The men's fragrance it's eluding me right now. I had a couple of drinks. I'm gonna sip on my drink right now. I had a couple of drinks. Cheers. So the first 3 releases, I have that, and they have always been one of those fragrances that I really wanted to jump into, but something always caught me and said, you know, let me get this. It's a lot cheaper, more affordable at the time, so I purchased that. They hit me up on Instagram. Instagram is the best way to communicate with these fragrance houses. They said, hey, we love that you love our brand. We see that you got our original collection. We want to send you something. I'm like, okay, what do you want to send me? They said, it's a surprise. It'll be in the mail. So I wait, and they send me this. If you haven't seen this already, this is the Discovery collection from their house. And this is just an introduction so you can kind of get an opportunity to smell possibly some fragrances that you want from their house. So you might not want everything, but you want to smell some stuff, you want to see what's out there, and this is the collection that I think will give you an opportunity to do so. So this one has 1872. The new version is more woody versus the peppery citrusy one that I have. This has Clive Christian C. This has Jump Up and Kiss Me, and it also has Cypress. So it varies. So you got the $300 something bottle, the $400 something bottle, the $500 something bottle, and then the $800 bottle. So you get kind of the whole spectrum of male fragrances, and I was blown away by the generosity, because this is like $190, $180 package that they sent me, and I was like, this is what they need to do. Clive Christian, all these companies, this is something that I think they need to do. They need to, for people that are loyal to their brand, they need to show a little bit more generosity to them. And I'm not just talking to Clive Christian. You know, Roger Dove needs to do that. I mean, of course, he gives it to, you know, perfumers. And I don't want to start no shit. I'm just saying, like, a lot of perfumers, Clive Christian, Roger Dove, by Kilian, to just give free samples or give discovery sets, and not only to like the super popular fragrance reviewers, give it to like some, you know, people that don't even do reviews, just people that are loyal to your brand, just so they can get an opportunity to smell stuff that they haven't. Or even people that haven't even tried the fragrances yet. Just like, hey, listen, I want to send you something. Now that'd be really cool. So, also by Kilian, man, they don't really do that. If you buy some 5-6, you know, fragrances, then we'll send you something. That's, I wouldn't do that. But once again, thank you, Clive Christian, for this. Truly appreciate it. One of my favorite fragrance houses, and glad I got that in the collection. Next up, I told you this video is gonna be long. I hope y'all got a drink like I do. I hope y'all enjoying yourself. I don't know if I can push that back anywhere so y'all can see that. I'll put it back here. I'll move these back so y'all can see the other fragrances. And please do me a favor, tell me what y'all purchased for the holidays, so I can steal some stuff from y'all. I'm not the only one gonna be giving away my secrets, giving away my dope, you know, fragrances. Let me see what y'all got so I can say, you know what, let me try that one out too. All right, so into December. December comes, my favorite time of the year. I hope it's y'all favorite time of the year. One, because it's my birthday. My birthday is December 17th, and if you watch my video, you've probably already seen somewhat of what I did for my birthday. Went out to Washington, D.C., dinner, party, had a great time. Fantastic time. I turned 40 this year, and one of my best, I think the best birthday party I think I've had. I can't think of any other birthday party that could top this one. This is probably my favorite. Going on to the first, going into December. Once again, this was not expected. This was not asked for. Nothing. I didn't ask for it. I went and I was talking to my friend Mo from Kajal Fragrances, and I was like, hey, I want to try your new line out. Send me some samples. Tell me how much the prices are. I'll definitely buy it. I wanted to check it out because I want to get the next fragrance, possibly for my birthday. So, like I said before, excuse me. Like I said before, he sent me this fragrance, and that was so kind of him. So I was like, okay, I'll get the samples. He said, oh, unfortunately, we don't have samples of the fragrance line. They all sold out. But what I'll do is I'll send you one of the fragrances from the line. Now, this is just out of the blue. I'm like, oh, wow. I'm kind of like hesitant to say yeah, but then I don't want to seem disrespectful and say no. So I was like, all right, no problem. Thank you. I appreciate it. So he sends me right here, Jahan. Jahan, I've seen on Instagram, not too much on YouTube, but Instagram. This has been posted this month. I was like, man, this must be a great fragrance. It must be really good. And I look at the notes, and it's right up my alley. Got them spices, got them, you know, dark floral notes in there. And I'm like, all right, here we go. Let's try this out. Man, saffron note in this is crazy. So it arrived right before my birthday, and this was actually my fragrance a day for my birthday. So an actual surprise. I mean, just how unique this smells. It's a very surprising fragrance. It caught me off guard. So that's another fragrance that was gifted to me by Kajal Fragrances, Kajal Perfume. They just so kind, and I truly appreciate them. So let's move that up in the front, because we're almost. Can you see that still? Can you see that? Can you see that? I don't think you can see that. No, it's lost in translation. I'll put you right here. You can see it here. I'll put you there. All right, so next up, I want to purchase some stuff, and it's closer to Christmas now. Birthday is still here. My wife says, hey, I want to get you something for your birthday. And I said, I want to get myself something for my birthday. So it's okay. She got me good though, right? She got me good. She said, your birthday and Christmas, I'm going to win. I'm telling you right now, you think your gifts are going to be really good for me? I'm telling you, I'm going to win. But she cheated. She cheated, y'all. She went back and she started watching my videos of fragrances I was talking about that I want to get possibly next year or this year, Christmas and stuff like that. And she got me. She went and picked up Clive Christian. This is Cypress. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know, when I tell you Cypress, in my opinion, this fragrance is with no hesitation the best release. I'll say top 3 best release of the year, in my opinion. Discoveries, if it's not released, I think it was released in 2019. I could be mistaken, but she got me, man. Oh, I'm looking in the box. I'm like, what's she give me? What's she like? I'm thinking maybe because she loves Roger Dove, so I'm thinking she might have got me Roger Dove. But I smell this fragrance, and this is how this works. I got this fragrance in this discovery set. Made a video about how I fell in love with the smell. My wife went back, watched this video, watched another video about me talking about it, and went and purchased this for me. But this is what I'm talking about. This fragrance would never have been discovered or purchased or even in my collection if I didn't get this discovery set. So take some notes, y'all. Companies that, you know, y'all gotta do this stuff, man. This ain't a cheap fragrance either. So I think my wife will hook me up with that. Me, myself, I said, okay, I want to start getting into Male Fucini. I want to get their fragrance, I want to get their brand. So I'm in New York again, hit them up, bam, Male Fucini. I got number 3. Now, of course, I'm not going to pronounce their name. I'll put it up there, whatever the name is. This is crazy hard. But this is another fig, beautiful fig note fragrance. It has patchouli and something else I can't remember, because I just got this. I got this for myself. But this right here was a birthday gift, right? This right here was a birthday gift. For me, this wasn't a birthday gift. This was a Christmas gift to myself. I purchased this myself, and I really wanted this one. And the crazy part behind this, right? I had just found out recently, before I was gonna purchase this, I was actually gonna get this fragrance. The company reformulated the fragrance because there's some notes in here that either they can't get or restricted from using or just ran out of. I don't know the reason behind it, but they, once this is sold or finished in their production, they just made a new one. But that one is very, very heavy on the incense. It doesn't have a lot of, it does have the fig note, but the fig note is not the dominant note in this anymore. It's very smoky, very incense based. It is really good. It is really good, but I truly love this one. I wanted this one. It was either between this and, sorry about that, guys. Battery died. So let's get back into what I was talking about. I was talking about Male Fucini. And like I was saying, this is what I got for myself for Christmas. And there was a fragrance before this I was gonna get. And that one was Nocturnal. That, if I'm not mistaken, has like an ink and rum mixture that is really addictive, really good when it comes off the skin. You smell on paper, you're probably a little turned off, but if you have the fragrance on your skin, it's a great, great smelling fragrance. So it was either between this and number 3. Once I found out that this was going to be discontinued in the reformulation and changed, I had to grab this one for nostalgic purposes. It was like, you know what? I want to have this one. Nocturnal is not going anywhere. So let's grab this, get Nocturnal at another time. So that's why I purchased this one, and I'm very, very happy that I have that in my collection. So now we go into Christmas, right? And like I said before, my wife was like, oh, you're not gonna win. I'll say she got me. She definitely got me in this one. But I did get her some good gifts also. In my opinion, I think that my gifts were really good, but she cheated once again, y'all. She got me good. So she wrapped this box up. I thought it was a pair of Timbs or some sneakers. That's what I thought it was. I opened the box and she put this fragrance right here in the box. She tricked me. I thought it was a pair of shoes. Now, if you can't see, this is Clive Christian And this is the 20th anniversary fragrance from Cloud Christian. Oh man. Now I did a comparison between, I don't want to take it out, but I did a comparison between this one and Bodicita Victoria's 10-year anniversary fragrance. So this is 20 years they've been in the business, and just check the video out, you'll see how it went. But if she saw how enthusiastic I was about how I loved how this smelled and how I loved how the Bodicita smelled, she did a research. See, this is something you gotta do your research on your significant others. But she went back and it was sold out. What she told me, it was sold out on the website. It was sold out in Selfridges. So she found it on another perfume boutique that was selling it and got the fragrance. So this one is very dear to my heart because this, you can't find this anymore. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think, maybe they are making more, but I'm not sure. But to have this fragrance in the collection, and she took her time to find this for me, I love you, babe, for that. I love you no matter what, but this gave you some real good brownie points. I don't know, I might give you something like that. I'm sorry, that was TMI, that was inappropriate. Listen, I'm married, y'all grown. Ain't no kids watching this video. Hopefully, if you are watching this video, talk to your parents about it. Once again, that was inappropriate. I shouldn't say that. It is what it is. But once again, I truly appreciate this. This has been kind of like a Cloud Christian year for me because now I have roughly 6 fragrances that I did not have in my collection from Cloud Christian. You know, 4 from the Discovery set and 2 actual full purchases. And so I guess 6 because one of them is the same. But all in all, an absolute fantastic year for me. All these beautiful fragrances, I don't want to cover all of them, but all these beautiful fragrances, in my opinion, that were either gifted to me or I purchased. Just an amazing year of fragrances. And I will continue doing it next year. I'm gonna cut back a lot. I'm not gonna be purchasing nowhere near as many I purchased. Now, if I'm gifted fragrances, by all means, that's fine. But next year I'm gonna do more reviewing, do more collaborations. I don't think I'm gonna do as much purchasing. I think I have like 26, 25 bottles somewhere around here, right here. Not including the samples. I ain't talk about that. But next year is going to be a little laid back, focus more on just the craft review of fragrances and enjoying the ones that I have. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know this was long. This is probably over 30 minutes. But I just wanted to show you guys what it was. It's not over yet. Real quick, I want to give you guys a just my favorite for 2019. This is going to be the same video